In this video, let's talk about some basic tips for hitting off a tee for practicing your hitting as a slow pitch player. So a real basic one, if you're in an indoor batting cage or turf, concrete, whatever, bring a roll of masking tape. Like the blue stuff works really well. And I would start with the basics by making a line. I'm on dirt, so I can scratch a line in here, but I want to make a line where my toe is going to line up in my stride and where I want my foot to land so I can work on being super consistent. So this is my line for my back foot. This is the line for my stride. And so if I'm starting here and I want to land here every time and make sure that I'm consistent, I'm going to make another line so I can give myself some feedback after each swing. So I'm not actually going to swing at this moment, but if I'm starting here, now I can warm up practicing, okay, here's my stride. Here's how I load my backside, whether it's leg kick, whatever it is. I want to make sure I'm in the same spot every time. And then as I start to take dry swings, I can get some feedback using the ground. So that's a really good way to start, just making a line for your stride and then making lines for where you want your toes to start. If you're inconsistent in your starting stance in general, then obviously let's make a second line, because you don't want to be starting here one time, here one time, here one time, here one, whatever it is. I like to start short and then I lengthen up. So to do that, to get comfortable, I can make sure that I'm on track every single time, have my mental checklist so that I'm getting better and getting more consistent every single time I work on my swing. So if you're going to hit opposite field, we need to let the ball travel deeper and obviously on the opposite side of the plate. So for me, I'm a right-hander, so this is away for me. So I'm going to put my tee on the plate itself and a little bit deeper. What I mean by deeper is this is, I guess we call it shallower, and this is deeper. So letting the ball travel deeper into the strike zone. I'm going to put the tee here on the outer third of the plate and about, halfway into the plate itself. I'm going to go chest high. This is maxing out this Tanner tee. And so when I want to make contact, my goal is that I make contact here, which is deeper on the actual plate. That's how you have to hit an outside pitch. You can't be trying to make contact with outside pitches out here, because I'm just going to get end cap, and chances are my hips are going to yank me through anyway. I'm just going to roll over it. So if you want to hit opposite field, you got to set the tee on the outside corner, deeper on the plate. If you want to go back the middle, you want to make contact a little bit out in front and then in the center of the plate. So this is an easy location. I'm going to put the tee about 6 inches in front of the plate. And so now when I move up, I'm making barrel contact, the E of my Easton here, out in front of the plate. That's where I want to be on middle pitches to go to center field. And then if I'm going to pull the ball, I'm essentially continuing to make this diagonal line. So from pull side, middle, and then opposite field for me as a righty. So I'm going to put the tee here, this diagonal. I'm going to put it at the inner third of the plate. You'll have to finagle this and figure out where you exactly want it. My tee's a little bit bent. And then, so now, as I make my stride, I can make contact in front of the plate here. So when you're practicing off a tee, make sure you do these basics right, because you don't want to be practicing with the tee here, trying to pull this pitch, because in a game, you're letting this pitch travel too far. And if you're trying to pull this pitch from here, it's just not going to work well, and you're going to have to roll over or do all sorts of kind of things to make the space to pull this pitch, right? So if they threw one down the middle and you wanted to pull it in a game, you could still do that, but what you'd have to do is still make contact out in front of the plate. That's sort of non-negotiable. And then I'd probably have to dive in and then get around it and go that way. But when you practice off a tee as a slow pitch hitter, this is the core of the fundamentals to do that. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you want to get better as a hitter in slow pitch, one of the basic ways is to get yourself a batting tee. You can get it for $30. This one I think is about 75 or 80. It's a really well-made one. I love Tanner tees. I've been using these for a long time. Getting a batting tee, investing in at least a dozen softballs, finding a cage, whatever it is, so you can go out and get some swings and work on your mechanics, your hitting, and your barrel accuracy. It's all very, very important. So if you want to get better as a slow pitch hitter, one place to start is in the batting tee, just working on the basics.